What's up, Mortgage Coach community? Today, I am interviewing Bliss Sawyer. What's up, Bliss?
Hey, welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for not only being here, but for the idea that we're going to share in a minute. And then I've also got Win by Noon, Todd Bookspan. What's up, Todd?
Hey, not much. I'm always excited to have an opportunity to hang out with you two.
Right on, right on. Well, Todd, I'm going to have you bring in the anchor and Win by Noon this call. Bliss, this is Bliss's idea. So guys, many of you know, if you're active in our community, that she won our mortgage coach game last month, won $1,000 site visit to Jeremy Forcier. She won all kinds of prizes, and that because of analysis. And she learned a lot from that. I interviewed her after that contest, link down below. But then Liz was inspired, and she said, you know what? I'm going to take what I learned in the mortgage coach community, and I'm going to bring it into my company. And she got so many responses from her post on this that she said, Dave, let's do a call on it. So Bliss, I'll let you set it up any more than you want than that, and then let's drill down on what you're doing.
Absolutely. So Dave, you just jump in. Todd, you jump in if you want to add anything on it, or if you have any thoughts on anything that I'm saying. So I loved what I felt at the end of that contest as far as the momentum that it got for our team. And so I decided to put together a challenge for our company. So we're just a local Utah-based company. I think we've got around 25 or 30 loan officers, right? And so it's kind of a big mix, some newer ones, some that aren't producing very much, but really everybody wants to do better. And so I called it the 15-5 challenge because I knew if I did a 30-10, there would be a lot of people that just said absolutely not, right? And so basically I'm challenging everyone to make at least 15 outbound unsolicited calls a day and doing at least 5 total cost analysis or estimates a week. And so let me kind of explain how we put this together and exactly what we're tracking. So it coincided really nicely with, we had a mandatory sexual harassment training last week. And so immediately following that was our launch meeting. And I had been emailing the loan officers, explaining this is what we're going to do. And then I also individually went to a lot of the loan officers and said, hey, I want you to be part of this challenge. I want you to be there. So we had a really great turnout of loan officers that are going to participate in the challenge. And at the beginning, I basically told my story from April of when I did the challenge. And I won't get into it now because Dave and I have already done a call on that. But what I wanted to let them know is really, you know, they know my numbers. They know we're going to just kill it. I thought it was going to be 17 closings in May. We're actually turning it into 18 in May. And in June, I'm hoping for something.
Yes. Yes.
Crazy.
Love that. That's awesome.
We're swamped, right? It's just phenomenal what it has done for our business. And so that kind of got them fired up. So the owners of our company, I went to them and I said, hey, let's do this challenge. We're going to have 4 categories. So it is outbound calls and texts. That's one category. Then it is quality conversations. And then it is either TCAs or estimates. And then the last one is credit pulls. We talked a lot about lag versus lead measures. And of course, a lag measure is credit pulls, but I wanted to have something that was kind of immediate responses to their phone calls and their work, right? And I feel credit pulls is that. So those are the 4 things that we are tracking. So my company, they are providing a prize for each of those 4 categories for the total winner. But I knew that that wasn't going to be enough to get some of these loan officers to have a fire underneath them. And I don't know about you guys, but we get inundated with real estate agents coming and asking us for stuff and to sponsor movie nights and events and all, you know, and bring lunch in, right? And I'm like, you know what? We as loan officers never go and ask for anything. So I had an epiphany. It's like, why not? I went, and I have a whole spreadsheet. I went to every single one of our MI reps, every single one of our approved appraisers. I've gone to insurance agents. I had a guy just come and do some painting at my house. And I said, hey, by the way, I'm in the mortgage business, and we're always working with people that are buying houses and selling houses that need paint. Would you be willing to give me two $100 gift certificates? And I'm really pushing my loan officers that all these people that are helping us, we need to support them. I went to my financial planner. He gave me three $25 Amazon gift cards. So I made it super easy for them. In fact, I'll probably put in the comments, Dave, the email I sent out to all these people. I basically said, hey, we're doing a challenge for the month of June, trying to get loan officers fired up, increase our production so we support your business even more. Would wonder if you'd like to give us a couple of $25, a couple of gift cards. You can even jump on Amazon and electronically send them to me. That was brilliant because then it's a couple of clicks and I've already gotten over $650 in gift cards given to me. No joke. I just started this last week. So it's so fun. Let's see, who else have I contacted? Oh, one of my past clients just opened a little gift shop. And I called her up and I'm like, hey, I need to come and get a wedding gift. I'm going to come down and see your new shop. By the way, would you like to give a $25 gift card to promote your business? She said, absolutely. Like, this has been so easy to get gift cards. So what I plan on doing is giving the loan officers every week. So at the kickoff meeting, I gave away a $25 gift card and some movie tickets. Every Monday morning at 10 o'clock, they have to have their numbers into me. Whoever gets them into me on time goes into a drawing for just that week. Then at the end of June, when we're done, there'll be the prize for the 4 categories, the money prize from the company. But then for every week you have submitted your numbers, and you only have to do 2 out of the 5, because this is actually bad timing, right? We have one guy going over to Europe for 2.5 weeks. You know, we have a lot of people that are on vacation and stuff, and I didn't want them to not do it simply because they were gone part of the time. So in our situation, I said you only have to submit 2 weeks out of the 5, but every week that you submit your numbers, we're going to be doing drawings. We're going to have a lot of gift cards to get away. So, Dave, Todd, any questions so far?
Well, first of all, mic drop. Mortgage coach community. This makes me so happy. You know, we had a game. Bliss played it forward. She's taking that into her culture, into her team, into her company. That's what we want to do. I mean, I do these interviews to bring, to shine a light on the best success stories of the mortgage industry so that you who watched it gets value. But then it makes me super happy when you take it and you play it forward within your organization. So thank you, Bliss, and congrats. And then the creativity of how you're, making the reward of winning is super cool. So I just like, 1, it makes winning more valuable. And then 2, you're creating community with all these providers. So I think it's brilliant. Todd Bookspan, anything you want to add?
Well, I love it all too. And of course, Bliss is a Win by Noon certified instructor and one of our power users. So of course, that makes me smile all over. But what I think is a couple of keys that you guys want to take away if you're thinking about implementing this yourself. Number 1 is the accountability piece. When I've done any of my group coachings that I've done, I always find that accountability is the key. It's one thing as a leader to hand someone a tool or an opportunity, but it just doesn't actually deliver the results at the level that you're anticipating unless you add in the accountability. So kudos to you, Bliss, for doing that. And I think the second thing that you're doing awesome is you're meeting people where they're at. So you're not saying, hey, you know what, if you didn't jump in last week, you can't jump in this week, right? You only have to be in 2 of the 5 weeks. I think that's the other part where people get kind of caught up is they get caught up in this idea that, oh, it's already started, I'm already behind. And so you've done a great job of making it so people can actually participate at whatever level they want. So, that's just awesome. I love that part.
Awesome. Thanks. So Dave, can I show my screen? Because I want to just go through the 4 categories that we're tracking.
Yeah, well, and I want to, 2 things. Go ahead. First of all, share your screen. While she's sharing that, part of her inspiration for asking me to do this interview was, Dave, I told the community about it. I've got a lot of people requesting information. Remember, guys, Bliss is a full-time loan officer, leader of a family, leader within her organization. She does not have time for a lot of one-off conversations. So if you do have more questions, post them down below. And that's part of the goal here is for Bliss just to be responsive to all the questions he's had. So share your desktop and anything you want to say.
How do I share my desktop?
There's a little green box that says share in the bottom menu. Drag your mouse over it.
All right. So can you see what I'm
We see a spreadsheet, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So this is
Loan officer challenge.
Yeah, let me bring that over here. Okay, so this is the loan officer challenge. And we are going to, I'm giving that to Dave, and he's going to
So
share that with
we see
everyone.
your email now, by the way, just FYI.
Oh, dang it. Okay, I'm
Yep.
challenged. There we go. Okay.
There we go. Okay, we see it.
All right. So basically, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we've got, I'm going to see if I can make this just, nope, that didn't work. Okay.
By the way, Bliss, I know people are going to ask for it. Are you willing to share this document within the mortgage coach community?
Yeah,
so if you could put it in files and label it so that it's searchable, Bliss Sawyer's Loan Officer Challenge.
Let's hope I can figure that out. If not, I'll let you know.
All right.
Okay.
But I know that was going to be a question.
Yeah, and that's why we're doing the call, honestly, because I had offered the information and I didn't want to email it out to 100 people. So, and this way you all can come back and reference it anytime you want to. So let's say on Monday you make, 5 outbound calls. We consider those to be text or phone calls. Some realtors, some people prefer text. And it's just, if someone leaves you a message asking if their appraisal's back and you call them back, that is not an outbound phone call. And so I told the loan officers, you know what, I'm not your mom. I'm not going to babysit you. This is really you deciding what is an outbound call or text, right? So I didn't want to get into a lot of details and defining it. I want them to take ownership of that. But I gave them a little bit of guideline, right? And then, of course, estimates would be a total cost analysis or a loan estimate or a worksheet, something like that. So let's say you do 2 of those. Quality.
I find that unacceptable. On behalf of Dave Savage, it's got to be a TCA.
There you go. And I'm encouraging all of them to do that. Absolutely. Because I wouldn't do it any other way personally. I wouldn't. And they were kind of fired up. So hopefully, Dave, we get them on board. Quality conversations is really anytime you talk to someone about anything loan related, as far as that could potentially bring new business in. So again, calling up a client to tell them their appraisal is in or you need a bank statement is not a quality conversation. That's not going to grow your business. And so I defined that just a little bit to them, but it would also be someone calling in saying, hey, John, the realtor, gave me your name. Can we get pre-qualified? That's a quality conversation with that borrower, even though you didn't make the outbound phone call. So that's just some definition about quality conversation, okay? So let's say today you had 3 quality conversations. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where you can see it auto-populates to outbound calls, estimates, and quality conversations. And then the 4th metric, the lag metric that we're measuring, is credit pulls. So how many credit pulls did you have this week? And so that's how we have given it to them, hopefully in a pretty simple way for them to track. Because I think that's the most important part, is what you track improves, even if you don't even recognize it. I certainly found that. And so we wanted to give them an easy tool to be able to do that. And, hopefully then I want to convert them over to be a win by noon user, because obviously that's what makes it super easy. So any questions, Dave and Todd, on that?
No, I love this. And I love being played that gets loan officer to more prospects, whether it's a borrower or a referral partner. And I love any challenger game that gets a loan officer to create more total cost analysis. Not because I'm Mr. Mortgage Coach, but because, that's how you deliver value to a family. And I love anything that gets people to use win by noon more often. And so, my last ask is, if you are taking what you're learning in our community and then playing it forward in your team or in your company, share those stories. Like, I'm super pumped to be doing this interview with Bliss right now and playing this forward. So if anyone else is doing that, share it in the community. As long as you're doing it in a non-recruiting way. I mean, we are not a recruiting community, and I will delete anything that even smells like a recruiting post, which it seems like I do almost every other day. So just reminder to anybody, bring value to the community. But Bliss, this is awesome. And Todd, I'll let you kind of close it out as a coach and Mr. Win by Noon.
Well, I think if it resonated with you, you've got to just create an action plan, right? And there's no reason to wait, right? Especially now, we're at the end of a month, kick it off, do a 30-day challenge for the month of June. Super easy way. Bliss has given you the roadmap. She's given you the tool. And so all you need to do is decide you're in. And then like Dave said, share your results. So big high five to you, Bliss, for being willing to share it with the community and for creating it. And Dave, I always appreciate the opportunity to hang out with you on video.
Yeah, hey, Bliss, if you can stop sharing your screen real quick, just so we close this out without a big old spreadsheet. Just click stop sharing. Should be somewhere on the window. And if you can't figure it out, no problem. All right. So
Okay.
don't worry about finding the stop by sharing button. You close it out with final thoughts. I mean, you're a very active, engaged member of the, oh, there you go. Any closing thoughts to the community, anything you haven't said that you wanted to make sure you said so that, you know, your questions are being answered in a one-to-many way versus you having to jump on a bunch of one-off conversations and emails.
Yeah, actually, I want to mention, I'm not a manager. I did that years ago. That was good enough for me, right? I'm just a loan officer, and I was so inspired by what that did. I wanted to share it with my company because I love the people I work with. I love my company. I want everybody to do better. And it's just a way to have fun. Because honestly, I can go get my own $25 Amazon gift card, right? As loan officers, we have a pretty good income, right? But make it a game, make it fun. And honestly, people will buy into that. It is fun. And you create more team, a sense of a team. And yeah, just go for it. Create your own game or whatever it is you want to do and do it quickly. You know, I'm going to be gone the month of July. And so I wanted to start this quickly so it could be done before I left. And I'm sure there's things by the end we'll say we should have done different, but it is what it is and we're moving forward.
So closing thoughts, guys, June, make it fun. You heard Bliss Sawyer. Make it a game, make it fun. Let's have an awesome June. I know a lot of people are going on vacation, but hey, we're always doing something. Every month there's some reason that gets in the way of success, but the best of the best, they make it a game, they have fun, and they get it done. So if you are doing a contest in June, share that in the group. Bliss Sawyer, I'm not going to give you a high five, I'm going to give you knuckles. Great job, woman. And we're going to wrap up today's call and put your questions below. If you got value from this, like it and share it with your mortgage friends. Take care, y'all.
Thanks, Todd.